Good morning and happy Wednesday from Harrah's Hotel and Casino. So in the last video I promised I was doing something super fun, and Harrah's is the place that it's not my final destination, but it's where I catch a shuttle that'll bring me to my final destination. It's pretty brisk out here this morning. Woo. There's some sort of convention going on. Pretty well in every resort I see people with name badges. And I believe the convention is at the link where I'm staying. So the Hoover Dam idea kind of came up because I was looking into doing a tour for the Grand Canyon, which, spoiler alert, I am also doing. But I also thought it would be cool to go visit the Hoover Dam because who knows when I'll be back here. It is a half-day tour, so I will be back on the strip by like 1 o'clock, which is perfect. The only other thing I have planned tonight is a Blake Shelton concert, which will be its own video, which is until 8 o'clock, so have a whole afternoon to kill. Probably grab some lunch and maybe just walk around a little bit. We'll see. So basically, my shuttle is going to pick me up in the bus departure section of Harrah's. So I'm just waiting for the bus here to pick me up, which is basically adjacent to the parking garage. But what's kind of cool is, well, not cool, maybe a little boring, but like taxis are always readily available, and they will just literally sit here all day waiting for people who need a ride. The hotels have a really good system down too. Like, they're all lined up here, but if someone comes out of the hotel, which is kind of like over yonder, and needs a taxi, they'll tell the staff, and a staff member will then flag up the first taxi in line, which would be the pink one here, and then the line just kind of keeps moving forward. So if you need a ride somewhere, there is no shortage of taxis. So my ride's picking me up at 7:30, I believe. It's about 7:25 now. I don't think we actually leave the resort until 8 o'clock, but he should be here any minute. To the Hoover Dam we go. Pretty sure this is my ride here. Gonna be riding in style.
So you heard every crack in his voice crystal clear. Oh yeah, it's too good. And it's kind of funny because a lot of bands were wanting to play in the Sphere, but the fact that you cannot fake it. Now Vegas, your hotel, is not in the city of Las Vegas. The city of Las Vegas is behind us about 4.5 miles. Herbert Hoover is elected president. Hoover happens to be one of the original engineers on the dam project, and he says we're going to build a dam. Most of those houses to my right-hand side are brand new. Those houses sell for starting at about $600,000. Average price for a two-bedroom, two-bath house in Las Vegas right now is about $470,000. They're also having mountain lion issues. Park here to my front right holds a lot of events. Boulder City is home to one of the most popular and largest arts and crafts festival on the West Coast. They hold it right here. All right, to my left-hand side, these were the managers' houses. These were the brick houses. There's 100 of them. They're also the only structures that have basements in them. You could walk it over to one of the engineers and say, "Here, build this for me," and they would build it for you. There was no red tape. There was no sending it back to Washington. They were going to build it, and they were going to build it really, really fast. Problem is nobody recycles it and sends the water back to the Colorado River. There is one entity that does that, and it is Las Vegas. Most of these mountains, actually, yeah, most of these mountains are old volcanoes, or the vents to old volcanoes. Vegas sits on multiple fault lines. I'm going to pay the entrance fee. You folks stay seated. I've got to open the back door. Someone's going to poke their head in. I'm going to pay the entrance fee.
Smiley face. There. We've reached the Hoover Dam Bridge. We're going to walk across it. Welcome to the Mike O'Callahan and Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge Plaza. He said it's about 20 minutes round trip, and obviously you got some information here as you walk in. And this is going to be a hike to get up there. So the bridge basically connects Arizona and Nevada. Kind of reminds me when I was in Colorado, like with the scenery here. It's like very Red Rocks vibes, if you know what I mean. Really, really cool. We're gonna do the stairs. I kind of alluded to it in yesterday's video. My legs, super sore. I've done a lot of walking in Vegas, obviously, but I feel like that's a quicker option than the ramp. Look at this. Beautiful. Got a cool like observation deck here. Cool photo opportunity. So it's cool. They have a bunch of information as you kind of make your way up to the bridge. Where am I right now? I'm not really sure. And I have reached the bridge. I like how they're telling you you're entering your own risk. Like, is this thing gonna collapse? Like, why do they say that? Oh God, this is terrifying. One side of me is a highway where cars are driving 80 miles per hour. Oh God, I don't like this. And the other side is just a giant canyon. Oh God, okay. All right, yeah, I'm not getting any closer. That's good enough for me. Cool. All right, I made it just before the halfway mark, and like my knees are shaking. Was not doing too well, so I came back, saw what I wanted to see. We're doing an actual Hoover Dam tour, kind of as part of this package, so I think I'll get more of a better view doing that. Oh my God, look how high up we are. I also don't like, and you can tell from here, the bridge is like curved. Why is it curved? Oh God. I'm always kind of curious as to how these boulders kind of take shape. All right, we're gonna try it again. I think I'm just gonna look at the highway though. Look at the highway as I'm walking forward. What can you see, guys? I ain't looking. I'm too chicken. I'm literally looking the other way. Can you see anything cool, guys? I'll see it later when I edit the video. Not looking. Actually, the guy didn't even say don't go all the way down because there's nothing on the other side besides the state line. So once I get up here, I'm going to turn around anyway. And there it is, guys. There's the Hoover Dam. Happy, guys? There it is. I'm not going up to the railing. That's where I tapped out. That's pretty good for me. I came a pretty long way on that bridge the second time I did it. Pretty proud of myself. I wonder what these white things are coming out of the boulders here. I'm going down. I mentioned on the way in, but this is supposed to be a representation of the bridge connecting Nevada to Arizona and vice versa. I wanted to say the color of this specific formation, like, doesn't even make it seem like it's real. It looks like it's fake. Like, that's how like perfect it almost seems.
We've seen it snake around. One part.
This is also kind of terrifying, but it's neither here nor there.
It looks like. Took 2 years to bore 4 of them.
Oh, God.
Inside these tunnels is where a majority of the men died, breathing whatever air was in there.
Look at this. Wow. I like this view better than the one from way up there. That's awesome. This is what the Hoover Dam looks like. I do find it odd. That up there, parking garage.
Air Defense Hut was armed throughout the war. Now, once they got done building the dam, all of the equipment was pretty well trashed.
All right, so we're gonna do the third part of the tour here. We're gonna go actually into the dam. I don't know if we're gonna be able to film or not inside of it, so stay tuned. But if not, as always, I'll tell you my opinion and thoughts after. They don't allow drones here, obviously, or any other model aircraft. We're just waiting for the guide. He went to park. When he comes back, he's gonna take us on the rest of the tour. Restaurant here, obviously, gift shop. There's the bridge that I was kind of on. I think I probably made it to about that 3rd pillar right there. I think. Somewhere in that area there. That's how far I went. He actually told us don't even bother going to the other side because there's nothing there besides the state line. Only go about halfway down, so I kind of did it. Kind of. Not really, but I'm counting it. Palm trees. What?
Their belief there are no bodies buried in the dam. If that happened, there would have been a weak spot. Somebody would have to come out, find it, patch it up, fix it. And back then, Vegas only being 2,000 people, 3,000, that'd be somebody coming out of Washington. So everything going in was counted, everything coming out was counted as well. When you came down, you had a little lunch bag. You would pick it up at the cheese carriage, whatever group of guys you wanted to sit with, drop it.
There's a dog buried under here. I'm not lying.
7 years to build a bridge. Took 5 years to replace 2 escalators.
Things have changed.
Things have changed.
So we're going down for the tour now. We're in the dam right now, I think. That's what she said. We're about 565 feet below ground level. So this is a diversion tunnel. So we're gonna have water flowing through this tunnel as we speak.
I'm gonna ask you a question. What do you guys think is in this pipe? You guys are good. Most of the people said water. The whole thing is the diversion tunnel. And the Colorado River used to run through here. How cool is that, huh? So before they could start building the dam, they had to find a way to move the river out of the way. To do that, they blasted out 4 diversion tunnels. 2 on the Nevada side, 2 on the Arizona side. Each tunnel is 50 feet in diameter and about 4,000 feet long. It took them 2 years to complete all 4 tunnels. But they had a little problem. How they're gonna force the water into the tunnels? They built the tunnels higher than the river. They didn't want the water to rise and go inside the tunnels when they were working in them, right? So what they did, they built 2 coffer dams. Our coffer dams are made with dirt and rock. So they put one upriver and one downriver. They use the upper coffer dam to push the water into the tunnels. The lower one to stop the water from coming back into the site. So now the site was ready to start building the dam.
We went up a whopping 32 feet. Took about 5 seconds in the elevator. All right, we made the power plant.
We have 17 commercial generators. 8 here in front of you, 9 on the Arizona side. Each generator is 70 feet tall, but we can only see the upper half. They spin at 180 revolutions per minute. So just one generator is capable of producing up to 130 megawatts of electricity.
It smells really good in here. I'm joking.
And
care
give
about
way up
safety?
to beautiful terrazzo marble floor. It covers 121,000 square feet.
A lot of buttons on that wall. So there's the second part of the tour, which I am not doing. The package I got just brings you to a diversion tunnel. and into the power plant here, which is plenty for me. Really fun, really fun experience. I would highly recommend anyone coming to Las Vegas looking into doing a tour of the Hoover Dam. It's only about 40 minutes away from the Strip, so relatively close. To install, when they installed it, only cost $60,000. Today it would probably be millions upon millions. All right, I'm done with the official tour, so you can walk along the top of the dam here if you want. I feel a little more confident doing that than the bridge, I think, so I might give it a go. But look how deep it is, though. I still don't really like that. So I could be wrong. I was just down there, though. I think I was in that building right there, and then just a matter of minutes up to the top here. So I did the bridge. Again, I didn't make it very far on the bridge, but it was cool to say I did it anyway, or did a little bit of it.
I don't know if is it on video?
Oh, uh-oh.
I think it is.
Oh! They have some more exhibits over there. The views are incredible, albeit mildly terrifying. So I'm not gonna bother walking all the way over there. It's pretty well the same thing all the way through, but it's very cool. I highly recommend anyone come and do this. If you're in the Las Vegas, Arizona area, I don't know what part of Arizona this would be nearby, but again, it's a must do. I love this. This is awesome. Don't like the heights part, but we're dealing with that. So this is a monument, and you got the flag at the top for those who died while either engineering or building the Hoover Dam. On the ground of the monument, you got the bald eagle, you got a couple bears too. I assume this is probably way busier in the summer. Got benches there. So this large metal compass has 12 corners, I guess, 12 spikes to represent the 12 different zodiac signs. As much as, you know, I was nervous about actually making it to Vegas because the weather in Buffalo and Niagara was super bad. Vegas in January might be the time to come visit. Like, I can only imagine, like, in the summertime peak season, how busy, like, the Hoover Dam is, for example. There's, like, nobody here. I pretty well have the place to myself. It's awesome. Look, rocks get gray hairs, too. I always laugh at these when they put up, you know, signs saying danger, keep off the wall. Like, have them in Niagara Falls, too. Like, yeah. People still don't listen to them, but, like, yeah. That would not be a fun fall. All right, well, that's gonna do it for my time here at the Hoover Dam. Truly incredible. To anyone who watched this video, it's probably a long one. Thank you. And again, highly recommend if you're in the Vegas area or Scottsdale, Arizona. That's the part of Arizona that's nearest to here. So highly recommend. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, a little bonus footage for you here. I don't like to complain, but I'm gonna complain. I went to the gift shop. I wanted to get a few trinkets and whatnot. A line of 3 people. 2 are checking out, 3 other people in line, including myself. 3 cashiers. The one standing there on her phone, not helping anyone. The one talking nonstop to the person that's up there, like they're having a full-blown conversation. So not really moving that quickly. And the other cashier was wrapping every little thing, and I'm like, I get it, you don't want things to break, but like, pick it up a little bit here. Like, it was just not good customer service, and yet somehow I'm the first one still back to the shuttle out of the 6 people that are in it on tour with me. We're supposed to be back at 11 o'clock. It's 11. Where is everyone? I wouldn't have rushed. Okay, anyway, the video's now over now. And Mom, you're watching, I know you're watching. I did not buy any t-shirts, just a bunch of trinkets and a few Christmas gifts. Anyway.